So how you can go ahead and move your player from one club to another in FC25 career mode. It is very easy to do, but it will take a lot of time. So it might be a little bit tedious, but this is just a method in the new FC games on how you can transfer from one club to another in career mode. So first things first, hopping into the main part of the player career. You can check out my previous video on how you can use custom players and navigate through the player career mode. I'll leave links to that in the description down below. And if you want to make this go by much quicker temporarily, what you could do is go under the customization screen under settings and then change the half length to like the quickest, which is 3 minutes, and the difficulty to the lowest. If you would like also, you can mess around with the sliders, but if you're kind of experienced in the game, you don't need to do that essentially. But you can mess around if you want the CPUs to be crap and if you want to boost your ratings of your players, you can do that. But it's honestly up to you if you want to get that the objectives completed faster. And I accidentally made my custom player 51 years old, which is kind of crazy. Using the season calendar and simulating will honestly be your best friend in terms of helping you out in making it more faster and easier for you. What you want to firstly do is go click R1 twice or RB if you're on Xbox and go under the My Pro tab, and now under the My Agent option, you want to click on that and then click R1 once again to enter the Your Path tab. Now over here as well under the recommended section, your agent will give you different teams while your season goes forward on what teams that you can join. But say for example, you want to move to another club, it obviously depends on the quantity, like the star quantity or how much rating that team is, because if you start off on a lower end club, every single player career starts at rating 75. So making it to like a team like Real Madrid or Barcelona might be much harder to get into compared to like a lower star team right here, like a Real Valladolid or Sevilla or Valencia. It's just dependent on the star rating of the club that you're trying to join. So that is just what you need to bear in mind when you are selecting a team. Now, say for example, we're gonna go to like a very low star rated team. The objectives are gonna be much more easier to be getting a call up from that club. So we are going to move to like a 2-star team in the Turkish league, just for an example here. We're gonna choose Bodrum FK, and that's gonna be our target team that we want to pursue. And then you can just back and click. There you go. So now once you see that under the My Agent tab, your path will be selected as you want to be joining that Bodrum FK's team, right? That is the team that you chose as your target club that you want to go to. So one thing that you need to understand is you'll need to complete these objectives to get a call up from that team, which means you need to complete in these games 14 successful key dribbles. Now, bear in mind, these objectives are different for the different teams that you want to join. Similarly, for the appearances, you want to keep like a 15% appearance rating, meaning that you want to be playing the matches, so going to the training sessions, doing the training sessions, or simulating them at least. And then the passing rate, these three are optional. It just helps you to get a better wage bonus and better chance to get signed to that club. So these three are optional. You can see right beside it if they're optional or not, but you got to complete the mandatory ones. For now, it's just the 15% appearance rating and the 14 key dribbles. This is very easy to do. You can see on the right side over here, you can also add the wage that you want to get. So if you want a lower wage, you can get signed to that club even easier, but obviously you're taking a huge wage cut, which might affect your player career. So just bear that in mind. So what I like to do is keep it around the middle point that you can actually have some money to get to that club and maybe buy some different objectives on the side that you can get your player rating and the personality tier up. But it's honestly up to you. If you just want to move to your dream club right away, like Real Madrid, you can select the lowest wage and do the easier objective. So just bear that in mind right there. You can see under there that there's also contract objectives. Reach all the mandatory contract objectives to be eligible for this contract. So we're just gonna do like 6,000, the bare minimum as the requested wage right there. And all it asks to do is play in the starting 11 5% of your games and then score 5 goals. That is something that honestly, if you play on a low difficulty, you can do in literally a game or two. So that's just what you can do right there to get a call up for the contract. So you can literally just simulate through the couple of games that you have. You can also adjust the skill points for your character to make it easier on you. Now, after that's done, you can also assign play styles on your character as well. You can unlock different play styles with different personality traits. So if you have Retuso, you can get more of like the Travella style. If you have Heartbeat, you can get the blue ones, and Maverick is of course green. Simulating through here, you can also read your agent's messages. It will tell you different tips on how you can get to that club that you're, desiring. Like you can see over here, this message. It's very important to make the right choice at this stage of your career. You may be right that this time you want to step down in a level in order to recharge your batteries at the team that I want to go to, which is Bottom FK. So it's telling you different things that you might want to be doing for the betterment of your career mode. So that also, like you can see on the top right, my bar is at reserve, which means I'm a reserve player at the moment. I want to get to at least that substitute level, so you want to be completing these drills. You can even simulate them just like that, and that will get you more skill points to get you even higher overall gradually. You can adjust how when your whole simulation stops, so you can make it a more faster streamlined approach by clicking the options button, and you can adjust when the notifications will stop. So I just keep it at stop for important agent messages, I just bypass, and activities I stop for, and then that will just make the simulation much more easier for you. Also, if you go under the season tab, under the my actions tab, click under the player that obviously you want to leave the club or request a loan. At the start of the game, like when you're making your career mode, what you want to do is also check up on these settings, because you can check out if you want to loan out, as that's an option. You can't adjust it after the career has started, so just do that at the start when you are starting a player career mode, that if you want to leave club more often, make the transfer approaches more loose, and set the loan out option on. You can also load the previous trading session that you collected, just so it's quicker at that point. And as you can see now, I am set as a substitute on the top right of the screen after completing a few sessions of these trainings. So now when we get into the match day here, we want to be completing those agent objectives, which was to score 5 goals, and it should be very easy to do. After scoring 10 goals with this, or 8 goals with Curtis over here, which is our created character, that completes the match over there. So now we're going to see on how we did on the objective on leaving this club and transferring over to the next. So we're going to go back to that same screen under My Pro, My Agent, and go to the Your Path option. As you can see here, I completed 1 out of the 2 mandatory objectives, as well as I got the 2 shots on goal on the matches won. Now the only thing left to be leaving this club is to get that starting 11, 5 matches I believe in the starting 11. As you can see there, we got ourselves that objective completed, which was the matches in starting 11. We got 12 matches apparently, so it's kind of glitched right now, but we just played 1 match and we got the mandatory objectives complete. Now in terms of the wage objectives, it's just like flare passes, which is one of them for some reason, so we can get that done over there. But even for this one, if we adjust the weekly wage, we can see that, look, even then, if we go to the highest wage bonus, we can still get the objectives complete. And all we need for this one is to get the finesse goal. So we can adjust the wages like that, and we can go and get the contract just like so. So we're going to get into the next game and literally just get a finesse goal, and that should be getting us our path contract. Simulating to the end of the season here, which is also very time consuming. You can see now at the end of it, your agent, make sure that your contract is there, and you can see requested wage that the negotiations are ongoing, meaning that your agent is trying to make a deal for your player to move to the other club. That is that over there. We're going to simulate for the remaining days, and we should be put into our targeted club. Ending the season now, it gives you the option to transfer to the requested team, and then it just makes you sign after you sign, you have now moved to your new club, and that is how you can transfer and make it easy for you to play and enjoy player career mode in FC25. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to leave it in the comments down below, and check out my other related videos of FC25 also down below in the description. And if you did go and enjoy it, a like rating would really help the channel out, and subscribe because I'm trying to get close to 9,000 subscribers, and your support will be greatly appreciated. It's been your boy Optage. I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Goodbye.